Hey there everybody, Phil here for AndroidCentral.com, and we've got 4 grubby phones lined up, and you know what that means. It's time for benchmarks. Now here's the thing about benchmarks. I'm kind of getting tired of them. I really want to look more at some real-world use, so we'll do that here in a minute. But yes, we will run a couple benchmarks or two, so let's fire everything up here. From the left, we've got the Evo 4G, the Droid X, the new Samsung Captivate on at&t. That's at&t's version of the Galaxy S. And on the right is the Nexus 1. Now, the Captivate's power button is on the right-hand side. That's why I have a hard time hitting it where it is there. So, first thing we're going to do is fire up LinPack. That's the one that tests raw computing power. So, let's give it a shot. And I think we know what's going to win because we've done this once or 12 times, right? Nexus 1's running Froyo. Everything else is running 2.1. It's actually running CyanogenMod 6.0. So let's run them all, and we should see the Nexus 1 beat everything because it has the JIT, the just-in-time compiler, and sure enough, we got 6 and change, 8 and change, 8 and change, and 29. And even that 29 doesn't look right. Normally, when you run it a second time, you'll get something a little higher, so let's do that here. Run them all again, and there you go. We got 6.8, 8.1, 8.29, and 40.0. So there you go. That's LinPack. That's pure processing. Everything else is going to get faster on that score once they all get Android 2.2 and Froyo. So nobody freak out about that one. The other one I want to show you is NeoCore, right? This tests graphics power. This is one you might have heard us talk about on the podcast. We were name dropping that we were doing benchmarks with the Samsung engineers in a bar in New York, and it was NeoCore that we were testing the Captivate versus the Droid X. So let's run it here on all 4 and see what we get, shall we? And try to run them all as close together as we can so you get the idea. All right, I want you to note, however, that the Captivate was kind of started last there, right? Keep an eye on that. So this tests frames per second and still looks pretty good. And actually, I mean, you can just look at it and look how smooth it is on the Captivate there. It is kind of a graphics powerhouse, and you're going to find out how much so here in a second. There's little robot guys doing their little robot thing, flying around like little robots do. Wow, that really is smooth. Let's just sit back and enjoy it, shall we? And whoa, hey, look at that. The Captivate's already done. Started last and finished first. That's a little odd, but there you go. All right, so here's everybody else. There's the Droid X, 42.9, the Evo at 25.2, the Nexus 1 at 28 and change. So Captivate is quite a little powerhouse, and it's got a nice graphics processor to go along with that 1 gigahertz Hummingbird. Now here's what I really want to show you. Here's Asphalt 5. This is something we've played around with before, but I really want to put it head-to-head. So here it is with the Captivate on top and the Droid X on the bottom. And you can already see just how smooth it is on both of them, right? But you're going to see a little bit of an edge on the Captivate, on the Galaxy S version. How much of that is processor and how much is graphics chip? I don't know. I don't crunch numbers like that. I'm willing to bet it's probably the graphics chip that's helping that much. Look, even just as we're loading up, you can already see it's pretty darn smooth, and that's nice. So we're going to try to play here for a second. It's going to be weird because of the camera angle, and I'm just not good at these games anyway, but let's see. Look how smooth that is up top. I mean, the Droid X isn't bad either, by any stretch of the imagination, but the Galaxy S class phones are just gaming powerhouses, and here you see it. Apologize for my poor driving and poor camera skills, whatever, but you get the idea. Wow. In fact, it's almost too fast. I'm almost used to playing Asphalt on slower phones, right? That take a little more subtle movement than what you can do with the Galaxy S. Oh, look at that. It's gorgeous. The screen, I really can't say enough about the screen. You do see pixels, like on the desktop and stuff, when you're looking at the home screens. Kind of the iPhone still beats it there, but as far as anything we have on Android, it's beautiful. So now let's take a look at the Galaxy S and the Nexus 1. Again, the Nexus 1's running Android 2.2 and Froyo with a just-in-time compiler, but that doesn't always equate to graphics power, and we're going to see that here. And oh, come on, I was hoping to get them loaded at the same time, but that's all right. Dun 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 dun. We'll skip it. There we go. 3, 2, 1. And now you can really see the difference, right? Difference between that Snapdragon and its little graphics end of things, and the Galaxy S, the Captivate, is just killing it. That's pretty rough. I love my Nexus 1 too, but man, it might have to retire it after this. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what all you guys are thinking about that too. And now let's put that down and take a look at our last phone. Here is the Evo 4G. The poor maligned Evo 4G. I love the Evo 4G. Why is everybody giving it such a hard time? And, didn't quite get them going at the same time, but that's alright. Again, Captivate. Wow, the Evo. Still a big, very powerful phone, but the Captivate just blows everybody out of the water when it comes to graphics. So if you're a gamer, if you're really looking to play some games on an Android phone, it's kind of hard to say no to this guy right now, don't you think? Doesn't help that I'm hitting the buttons there, and I shouldn't be. So there you go, guys. Graphics on Samsung Captivate. See ya.